Alrighty then. As you might recall, last week, I'm a drag Sam because you were the birthday girl. I'm using your token. All right. Last week, the party was presented with several conundrums. All right. I believe last week started with the golden switch, did it not?
Yes, it did.
All
We
right.
got to choose between weapons and flashlights.
No.
Yes.
No, you got to choose between Tesla cannons or
No.
power armor.
Nope, because Matthias flung a bullet into a swirling ball of lightning and shot me right in the gut. So
That happened right after we got the flashlights.
right. Well, no, I think we got.
No, because that happened when you stepped out of the damn elevator.
Flashlights we got. Then we went through the spiders. Then I pulled you through the wall, and then
we started last session getting off the elevator into the room.
All right. So, last session, y'all came off this elevator and found this contraption here where you determined that these computational devices were reporting that this was part of a central hub of manufacturing of things, all right? The idea here is that you chose to have either I think you chose to empower the enemy's damage output, correct, Sam? They had to, the policy had to shut off these switches. Had to shut off one, but could not shut off both of these lightning paths. And the lightning path that they left active determined whether or not the monsters in the mad scientific laboratory that they found themselves in were going to be tougher and harder to kill or more dangerous. So they chose to make those monsters more dangerous. Those machines that are being manufactured in this smoke-filled laboratory that I'm totally not just showing off right now because I think I did a gorgeous job mapping this dungeon.
You did.
At all. In addition, Sam, you lost your steampunk hand. Not your whole arm. Not your whole arm.
Right.
Just your steampunk hand.
Just the hand.
Your left hand, you lost it to one of these contraptions trying to fish out some of their ammunitions.
I told you. I tried to warn you about them computational devices, and you just wouldn't listen, and now it's cost you a hand.
Robovin has purchased himself a Destiny token. He plans on using it to remind you that the birthday girl ain't safe. All right. So after losing your hand, and Matthias then threw the switch, and as is tradition, upon encountering a golden switch, Matthias was thoroughly shocked. Literally shocked, unconscious. But you guys had the option to open the door that would give you the Tesla pistols. Right this way, right here, right? Or the power armor. So you guys chose to have the power armor selected. However, upon actually finally getting to manage these power armor out of their contraptions, holding them up on the wall, you finally stepped into the power armor, and Sam found yourself possessed by a manatee that had been waiting for somebody to come along and step into this armor, and Matthias instantly recognized what was going on. Now, Sam was possessed and started, holy shit, Tech Yumi has donated Zang Wang Baby 2, but happy birthday, Sarah, 2 free crits for my favorite cowgirl. Jesus.
I better start writing these stuff
blue
down.
chips, 2 blue chips, and 3 blue crits for the birthday girl, all right? And that is, so you finally got the power armor. Sam was possessed. Now, Matthias, being a little well-versed in the ways of the Manitow, challenged that Manitow to a game of poker. And because that Manitow was riding you, Sam, at the time, riding you hard. All right. Matthias, so
you hard, in fact, I momentarily did not know what was going on and forgot.
And, that's the best kind of ridden. All right. I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. Now, basically what happened here was Matthias challenged this Manitow into a game of poker in the hunting grounds, which, for those of you who are following at home but do not know the Deadlands setting, is basically the astral realm, all right? It's the spirit world, the realm of the dead, the realm of the spirits and ghosts and all that. And Manitow, being mischief spirits, can't really turn down an offer for a bet. They're also really bad at poker, and they're held to their word. So Matthias offered himself up to this Manitow, and Sam was witness to this game of poker in the hunting grounds in this very strange spiritual realm, and perhaps was a little blown away, such that she didn't really realize what was going on at the time. Meanwhile, because of all the supernatural being forced down his throat, Finn snapped and blacked out. He's never really known what it was that he was blacking out, and his player doesn't understand yet what the blackouts really mean. even now that he's seen it happen on panel. And that was Serranus' first glimpse at why his character, the fairly nice, soft-spoken Doubting Thomas of a Pony Express rider, has a deep, dark killer lurking inside of him that will murder thighs. RoboVin $10. Oh, this is biased. Let's get 2 blue chips for our evil GM. My next 2 rolls getting blue chips. Can the mods please start keeping track of this? Because holy shit. Holy sweet lord. Damn. I got 2 blues. That's all I know. All right. So, what happened then was that Matthias was actually bested, not by the Manitow he was playing the game with, but interference from other nearby Manitow. And he was framed as a cheat. And as such, the Manitow was free to wreak whatever havoc it desired. And as Murder Finn, the dark killer, the dark, artful, murderous, alternate personality that Finn has no idea exists deep within his psyche, was about to kill Matthias, Manitow possessed him, and they had a struggle of the minds. And Finn shot himself in the foot, and then Sam, newly equipped with her power armor, pinned him down as if he was just a wee little pig. And he squealed, and then she knocked him out.
Because that's what she does.
Because that's what Sam does.
Why are we going from riding to pinning pigs? I feel like this is getting to a very different game suddenly.
How about you don't judge me, Matthias, all right?
I am judging you.
I dare say that sounds like judgment coming out of your mouth, boy.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely judgment.
Anyways, so after the party had managed to free the Manitow from the armor, they then trudged along this way, and they had themselves a problem because well, this power armor is handy for protecting yourself, but it's still a little unstable, and they still had to learn how to control it. So they had some problems. They were almost bested by pebbles. And then they were almost bested by a wall. Another Lady Amarith. Keep it going. 2 crits for Sarah. 1 destiny token for Lady A. Because she might save Matthias. All right. And then finally, as they rounded the bend, the last thing y'all saw, as you guys came round the bend, or I'm sorry, the last thing Matthias saw, our schizophrenic priest gone huckster. You did not just think that you said, well, blah, blah, blah. You did not just see, yeah, actually you did. That was a little white rabbit, and it was ducking down this little hallway right here. And I believe you said, hey, you, and chased after it, correct?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so Sam.
Upon seeing this crazy, all the shit that went down with the Manitow comes flooding back. And I think to myself, what in tarnation was that? And I'm thinking about the waving grass, and I'm thinking about the spirits, and I go, something here ain't right. And I don't think it's Finn that's the crazy one anymore.
So, now that you've done seen some of what you think Matthias might be seeing, all right, he just saw something. And he's chasing it. What do you do?
Well, I just had a conversation with Matthias where I asked him to keep an eye on Finn. And what I would do is lean over to Finn and say, I think I need you to keep an eye on him, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to follow Matthias at a distance because I ain't sure what he just seen.
All right, so you're going to follow Matthias now. Matthias, you come down here, all right?
All right.
Now, as you step around this corner, there is a little tiny doggy door just perfectly sized for a little white rabbit. And it is swinging, but it's in the bottom of this big metal door that has itself a hefty wire that goes up into the ceiling and runs right down this hallway here. All right?
I'm going to dive at that door behind the rabbit and try to, like, reach through and grab it.
All right, so the door, as you reach through the door, like, you know, you dive. Okay, so Sam, you're watching Matthias. Matthias runs down the hallway and dives like it is his last chance, and he punches the bottom of the door. Right? Matthias, the little doggy door appears to be locked.
Ow.
Ow.
I will get up and I'll start shaking my hand. God damn it. Ow.
Shake it off.
Damn it.
Shake it off.
How did it? And I will look back at Sam and I will say, rabbits don't have opposable thumbs, do they?
I have just watched Matthias punch a door and then turn and ask me if rabbits have opposable thumbs. And I realize my hunches about Matthias are probably correct. So I will tell him in a calm, soothing voice, no, dear, I don't believe they do.
I would like, you actually have soothing voice.
I do. I have a soothing voice. Yes, I can.
Do you have an aptitude in persuasion or some such similar trait?
Do I have an aptitude in persuasion, Marshall? I do not.
Do you have something that's not overall or ridicule?
No, but I don't have those either.
All right, I would like you to roll me main. Roll me main at -2 because you do have the soothing voice, which is +2, but you suffer in the untrained penalty, which is -2. For those of you who are following at home, the way this works, I do believe that is a beat being called by the audience, and that is for.
Well, ain't that just special?
Scrub-a-dub, thank you for that follow, Rubahara. All right, so it looks like we've got ourselves a beat for. I'm gonna say Matthias. I think Matthias is the one who's gonna get that white chip because rabbits don't have opposable thumbs, do they?
Well, how else did it lock the door?
It's a damn good question. So
roll main.
You roll main. All right. For those of you who follow at home, the way this works, I don't want to spend too much time discussing mechanics. All right. Whew, you rolled a 2.
Not so great.
All right. You roll
2 out of -2.
You got a -2, so you rolled a 0.
Right. 0.
All right. The way that it works is you only take the highest one and dice explode, and they add to themselves. All right. So Sam, you use your calm and soothing voice, right? And what do you say?
I say, no, dear, I don't think rabbits have opposable thumbs.
All right, Matthias, my dearest schizophrenic friend. Why the fuck would a rabbit have opposable thumbs, you shithead? Is what you hear.
I will look back. I will just take a moment to back, and I will say, I was just asking a question. It was just, all right. I'll go down the hallway.
I was just giving an answer. Because to me, I said, I don't think they do, dear. And he goes, I was just asking a question.
Wait, does she come across the normal way the second time?
She's a little irritated. I'm gonna say the roll stands, right? So the second time, it's all in character. So she's just the second time, right?
All right, I just wanted to make sure that she didn't suddenly switch back, because then she'd be the crazy one. All
exactly,
right.
Exactly. No, it's all very much consistent. Remember, your mind is inventing things that make sense.
You might call me a mad scientist of the world.
All right, so.
Oh, Lady Amarith. I thought she had crits.
Oh.
I done forgot my birthday.
I'm sorry. The first thing that happens is a blue roll. So roll me a d4.
Now, remind us, Marshall, for those who don't remember in the chat, not me, what blue chips do and how
if you spend a blue chip on a roll, you force your highest die to explode.
Oh.
So roll me 1d4. We're going to add that to your 0.
Definitely not me.
I don't know what we're doing here. This is
all right. So you got
it's all smoke and mirrors.
It's all smoke and mirrors. Definitely not Sarah. Definitely not Sarah B. All right. So it would appear that nothing is going to change there because I would have called that at least a TN5.
All right.
All right. And then okay. So that's one of your blue chips down. You got another blue chip lined up. All right. So Matthias.
Yeah.
All right. Up this hallway. In the distance, you can see. As you approach, piles and piles of books all up on these shelves, on the floor, everywhere. All right. Now, out of character, I will tell you, yes, this entire radius around here is going to be difficult terrain because of these books. All right. There's just clutter everywhere, in all directions, just books and scrolls and all kinds of research materials just scattered everywhere. And in the center, there is some kind of strange, glowing symbol. Matthias, do you have some kind of occult knowledge skill?
Of course I do.
All right, you may roll that now.
All right. Why is it not under occult? That's strange.
Because I don't.
Oh, it's academics.
Academics. Ah, yes. All right.
I got me a 5, if that's good enough.
5 will be good enough. That right there is some magic shit.
Really? Really? Oh, cool! Now, Marshall, do you think you could be a little more helpful than the obvious, or not?
You do not recognize it, but it does give you the willies. Not the mechanical effect of having the willies, which is a mechanic in this game, but just the general sense of like, hey, that reminds you of that rock at the beginning, doesn't it? Yeah. Matter of fact, that Cthulhu rock reminds you of that Cthulhu rock.
All right, how is it on the floor? Like, is it painted on the floor? Is it...
I'm getting there.
All right.
It's glowing on the floor, and I'm going to require of you a TN7 fright check. Because it's glowing on the floor. In addition to this softly glowing, fiery, hellish symbol on the ground, all right, there are arcs of lightning. Snap! Constantly huge arcs of lightning. It looks like that might be a little dangerous to run through. Damn. You are looking mighty fine. You are okay. Matter of fact, that symbol looks a little cuddly to you. All right. You ain't afraid of nothing right now. All right. You are good and set. All right. So there's all the lightning and the glowing. All right. And each of these machines here that you see, there are 4 of them. You've seen these machines before, right? Each one holds a little vial. You remember where you got that acid potion?
All right. Yeah.
All right. You got all these. All right. There's 4 of them. And they've got labels on them, but you don't know what those labels are. All right? Now, this is the part where the marshal actually joins in as a marshal on his other window and investigates whether or not you are about to die. Because I am totally prepared to run this game. I promise.
We are nothing but professionals.
Exactly. Consummate professionals on this channel, all right? Absolutely nothing but the best quality role-playing and cowboys ever.
Chicanery. All kinds of chicanery.
All the chicanery.
All right, so here is what happens, all right? As you step in, I would like everybody to roll me initiative, actually.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Finn is having some problems operating his power armor right now, and he is arguing with his right arm, which keeps doing this when he wants to move his foot. And he's trying to figure out how to walk using his arms, and it's gonna take him a little bit. Chris, you seem to have a card in your hand for some reason.
How do I discard them again?
I take them from you like that, and then I hit shuffle. And I want to shuffle that deck. All right, so go ahead and draw yourselves the appropriate. Jesus, Sam.
How did I? Well, then.
You got an 18.
All right, then.
Yeah. Hold on, Marshall. She also gets a blue chip.
I do.
That quickness.
So give me another D12 and add it to that 18.
Well, 29, you get as many cards as
is allowable. So you will draw 1, all right, and then you will get you'll draw 1 for being in combat. You will always get 1 card off the top of the deck. Then the target number is 5. So if you pass, you get another one, and you do get another one. And then for up to 3 raises, which happen at 10, 15, and 20. So you will have 5 actions this combat. For the first round here. All right.
Draw. And I also have a allowance where I will be able to discard my lowest card and redraw.
Would you like to
I
do
will
that?
opt to take. Yes, I will.
All right. You may do so. For those of you following home, yes, our combat and initiative system does in fact involve cards off the top of a playing deck. It's a little awesome like that.
It's a little awesome like that. One more card here for me.
Do remember to place those cards where they can be seen by your tokens. If you
That was
cannot
my
see it,
discard.
neither can anyone else.
That was my discard.
Yep. All right. So,
All right.
what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be, I promise I know what I'm doing. I was prepared for this. I totally had this under control. Shh.
Sarah's got what, like 4 crits now?
5.
5? You got 5
5
crits. 5 crits and 2 blue chips for the marshal. All
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry in the slightest for how this is going to go for you.
For who?
Me. Unfortunately, I chose the scapegoat flaw, otherwise known as bad luck. So,
What'd you do that for?
have you met Matthias?
No, not till this game. But I understand more and more every week.
All right, so Matthias,
Yeah.
as you look across the room here, all right, you notice 2 beady little eyes looking back at you at about waist high, and they look at you, and you look at them, and they look at you, and you look at them, and they say, "I'm sorry. What did you want again?"
Yes, I'm fired.
That's right. I just put a Weird Al reference into your schizophrenia. That's probably the best quote I've ever uttered in my life. Oh my god, I just said those words in that order.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a moment has been reached for humanity.
All right.
Fuck the moon, we got that.
All right. So, but there are these 2 beady little eyes looking across the room, and you can see the light from the glowing of the arcane symbol on the floor, and the lightning arcing from machine to machine, right? And you can see it all just like reflecting in his bloodlusting little eyes, and half of his face is machine, and half of his face is corpse.
Oh, it's not a rabbit. Oh.
No, it is not. It's actually it is a rodent of unusual size. All right, and that is where we're gonna start with our aces. Anybody got any aces? Kings? Any queens? Because I might happen to have a queen here. So I am gonna have. Oh damn! Robovin $10. Battle of the crits. 2 blues to Matthias. I believe I have 2 blues. Do I not?
Yes, you do.
And Matthias, your next 2 rolls will have a free blue chip. All right, so Matthias, here's what's gonna happen, right? This rat is gonna come plodding along, and as he comes through, he's gonna have to roll, and he is going to fail. All right, and he is gonna wind up taking.
Blue chip, Marshall.
Oh yeah, blue chip. Thank you for the reminder. All right, he will be fine. As he charges right across the arcane symbol on the floor, seemingly unaffected by its evil power. And the lightning arcs just seem to like bend around him and arc over him or slap the ground right next to him as he charges across the battlefield. And he is going to attack. All right. And he's gonna roll the chomp on you. And that's gonna have a blue chip, correct?
That'll be your second, yes.
Yes, all right. That is going to hit in a... What is my hit location here, Thighs? I rolled a total of 16. I know the die says 14, but I get +2 because I'm fighting. So what?
That'll be upper guts.
All right, so you are going to take... let me see. We bumped their damage up by 1, but then we're also wearing power armor right now. All right, so you're like stomping along in your power armor, and that's going to give me... +1 damage type, and then -1 damage type. So it evens out. So we're just gonna roll with our usual 2d6 damage. All right, and Matthias, you can take 9 points of damage to the upper guts. I believe that is 1 wound, is it not?
It is, and I'm gonna prevent that.
All right, you gonna spend the white shit for that?
Yes.
All right, so this beady looking motherfucker is about the size of a large dog. All right, comes hauling ass across all the books, and the lightning just bloodthirstily chomps at you, and you can hear in the distance of a machine building something in the darkness up ahead. That was on Queens. Jax. Jax. Did I hear Jax?
Jax.
What Jack you got?
Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. All right, Sam.
I will shoot that little beady.
Gonna shoot the varmint?
Shoot the varmint.
Shoot the varmint! All right. You're gonna have, it is within range, so your TN is 5. You are going to get you're gonna get a single hit, so roll me damage, and also roll me your 1d20 to see if your automatic firearm jams.
1d20 coming up first, Marshall. 1d20.
For those of you who are following at home, Sam is throwing around the power of a Gatling pistol.
Marshall, all of these rolls are crits right now. Don't matter.
Correct. All right, so Sam, instead, what we're going to do is you're going to give me 3 hit location rolls. All right? And you you are going to do actually they're all headshots. So give me a total of 3 hits.
3
hits of damage, but each one is going to have an additional 2d6 on it. So you're going to roll me the damage of pistol is 3d6, correct?
Correct.
3d6 per bullet. You hit 3 times because each of these, because that roll was considered a crit. All right. And that crit's going to give you a headshot, and each headshot's going to do an additional 2d6 damage. So roll me 9 plus 6 equals a grand total of 15d6 exploding.
This is going to be fun.
I am so not used to keeping track of all these unnatural dice.
Marshall, just to be clear, enter. The first one would be for the fire for the crit, and then the second would be to prevent the gun jamming. Both of those are the crits.
There is no crit on a gun jam check.
All right.
So it can't crit so out.
I believe that I would then. So I'm using a total of 3 crits right now. Is that correct?
Nope,
No,
just
we're
one.
Just using one.
Just one.
Well, whoo-wee!
A crit for the record is considered to be 5 raises.
Look at all them dice.
That is a total of 43 damage to his head. For reference, that is
Best
a size
birthday
4.
ever.
That is a size 4 creature. You just did 10 wounds to his head.
That is a headless rodent of unusual size.
Pardon me for a second.
So you bust out. Do mark down that you have spent 3 of your ammunitions now. So you see something come flying out of the darkness and just like try and latch onto Matthias' arm, and he knocks out of the way with his arm, right? But it still lands and claws him right in the gut, and so he's like grabbing his gut, almost bleeding out all over the floor, right? Just by the skin of his teeth, as if fate itself is working on his side. He seems to be all right, and that's a really unusually sized rodent. You do declare. And you declare this with your Gatling pistol. And as you unleash that shot, the reason why the U.S. Marshals were so excited to have you on board after your service days in the United States military as opposed to the Confederate States military shines good and true, and that rodent literally has no head. Blap! Brains and gears go splattering all off into the room in a thiswardly direction right here, right? And then another bullet in that same instant. Boom! The lower jaw goes splattering off and clattering against a shelf of books, and more books come collapsing down onto the floor. And yet, even still, the third, as the rodent is even just like ragdolling and collapsing to the ground in a heaping vomitous pile of his own blood, there's still more hot lead singing through the air, and his entire body just collapses and rolls across the ground somewhere up in here.
Marshall, I have a question. By chance, given that I am currently unarmed, would these power armors perhaps have like a default kind of gun built into the arm?
Yes, it's called your fist.
All right, then in lieu of that, I'm going to grab the rat by the tail and start using it as a weapon.
I salute you. Matthias, I award you 1 blue chip. On the spot. That is downright incredible. I am happy to have participated in this session. This is amazing.
I will look back at Sam and I will say thank you for the help, and I will reach down and grab the rat and start going into the room.
And I will look back at him and say, "You're welcome."
You can also take the beat that you just earned as well for that +1 white chip. That is impressive. Impressive. All right. Matthias is marching in wearing the steampunk equivalent of Master Chief's armor, right? Holding a headless, dog-sized dead rat in his right hand, wielding it like a flail. It is dripping and splattering with every step it takes, swinging in his right arm as he steps further, fearlessly into the room, preparing to beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Because as you step into that room, that will be the end of SARAHPEATH's action, which was on Jax. Tans. Would you like to act?
Yeah, I'll follow him into the room.
All right. Do keep in mind
least.
you only have a limited number of pace.
You could sleeve that card.
I'll sleeve it.
Okay, you're going to sleeve it instead of walking?
If that's an option, yep.
All right, yes. That is, tucking that card up your sleeve allows you to say, I'm going to spend this as if it was a card that was just called. You cannot interrupt an action, but you can say, this 10 is actually going to be a deuce, or whatever, all right? And that card will stay up your sleeve until you spend it. You can have a grand total of 1 card up your sleeve at any given time, all right? So that was 10s. 9s. 8s.
I got me a 9.
You got you a 9? All right, what you doing?
Well, do I see any other rodents right now?
No, but you hear an infernal device. Perhaps a computational device. You don't know.
How much do I get to move per turn?
Your pace.
All right.
You can move up to your pace in a given round. Remember that you can split this up among your different actions. And if you exceed that pace, you can go as far as 2 times your pace. But then you are considered to be running and will take penalties to the action for that turn.
Sarah, can you remind me as to what the pace is equal to? Strength
6.
plus...
Well, with the power armor on, I do not know if that changes, but typically speaking, for creatures of our size, it's 6.
All right. And we can only move half, right?
No, you can move full. Remember, you got the power armor on, so all your stump legs, your stabbed feet, your broken ankles ain't slowing you down.
It's difficult terrain for the book.
But the books is half speed. Yes, each square of movement in here costs 2 points of movement, so you can move 3 squares in a turn.
Hey, I see me a rat.
That's the rat you just killed.
Oh. Then shouldn't it be on my space, damn it?
Shut up. Shut your face. Shut your shoulders.
Shut your shoulders.
Shut your shoulders.
3, 4, 5. That's because the cards. Hold on, my cards were over my deck.
What?
I'm a stand up here, and I'm gonna ready my rat club. For the next rat that charges out, I'm gonna swing this rat at the rat.
Okay. Now, you're gonna move, and then you're gonna ready your action. Correct? And that was on 9s?
Yes.
8s? 7s? I got me a 7. All right. What we're gonna do? Matthias.
Yeah.
2 more infernal-looking robot zombie rats. Yes, we are fighting rats in the basement. Will come clamoring out as there is a slight pause and a hiss in the background like that infernal machine has paused momentarily. And then these two rats will come out, and then the sounds will resume. All right? And they will look here and look there. And this one is going to charge. All right? And he's going to roll.
Do I get to attack first since I had a ready action, Marshall?
If he gets there.
Oh, all right.
And he is going to be fine. All right? And then he's going to attack you, but first your ready action will trigger, so go ahead and give me a swing of that rat. Do you have proficiency in dead rat?
No, and I don't have fighting, so it's just going to be a raw strength roll.
Gonna be a raw strength roll at a total of -6. I'm gonna give you -4 for untrained fighting and -2 for wielding a dead rat.
I do, however, get me a blue chip.
You do? Let him fly, boy.
Nice.
All right, your highest die is 11. Now drop me that exploder. Let me see how them blue chips roll. All right, so that's 11 plus 3 is 14. -6 is going to be a total of 7. You hit! I'm going to say your damage for wielding this rat is probably 3d8 because this thing is heavy, all right? And you are wearing your power armor, so you're going to roll me your strength score plus 3d8 and roll me hit location before you do that, please. You never know, you might get a headshot. No. Not a headshot. So, roll me 3d8 plus 3d6. I mean, 3d8 plus 3d4. This will be, you're missing your 3d8. All right, so that's a total of 6 plus 11 is going to be 17. That is an impressive amount. So this rat comes flying out of the darkness at you, squeaking and rusty gears grinding and sparks flying and the lightning and the glow and this casting the deep stark shadows across his face, and it comes flying with an infernal squeak through the air, and you in like there's this arc of like black rotten dead blood through the air, splattering all over the books and the machine sitting next to you as you swing your dead rat by the tail and you smack it right out of the air, and it hits the ground with like a twisted creaking of metal and a pained, agonizing cry, and it hits the ground and with a thud. And I'm actually going to deny its action because you done successfully beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker, and I feel like that deserves.
Take that, you rat bastard!
You rat bastard!
Can I then use my you rat bastard? Can I then use my sleeved card because I can now see this other rat that's come out of the darkness here?
I'm going to say that you do not have line of sight to this rat.
No, not to Matthias's rat. The other rat.
The rat that, like, okay, I'm drawing line of sight to the rat that just came out of the darkness.
There's another rat up here, is there not?
Oh, there is. Correct. You want to attack that? Oh,
I would like to shoot that mother.
When you said Matthias's rat, you weren't talking about the rat he was killing people with. You were talking about the rat he was fighting. Oh!
All right. I would like to shoot that rat. I do have an auto crit, so I will roll 1d20 to see if my gun jam's correct.
Correct. And you're going to roll me 14d6.
Fantastic.
You do not jam, all right. So roll me 14d6 to completely dispatch yet another mechanical zombie rat.
Oh, yes! I feel like I'm playing shit. Oh!
Our Marshall just left.
Yes!
What?
This is awesome!
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
This is awesome! I'm not even moving. I'm just gonna stand in one spot and shoot things that come out of the darkness because... Great, I think I found that I have another kind of fun.
What? How in fuck's name did you just do 75 fucking damage?
Because I'm awesome. The dice know it's my birthday? I don't know. Sam just delivered a whole heap of happy birthday motherfucker to that rat.
I think that is... What?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Damn, that was fun.
I have a question.
Oh my god. Fuck you and your question. What?
Is there a penalty for dual wielding in Deadlands?
Are you about to dual wield dead rats?
Because it is Sam's birthday and you're wearing power armor, no.
Yeah.
All right. I will in fact give her the power armored thumbs up with my free hand and use that hand to reach and grab the other rat and hold them both up.
You can't because she didn't kill the rat you were fighting. She killed a rat that was up north.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is. All right. So that was on sevens. So Sam, this is your experience in this fight thus far. Ready? Power armor. Gatling pistol.
There's the sounds of a Gatling pistol in the background.
Meanwhile, these things are just dropping like flies. You turn in zombie machine rat into Swiss cheese, and believe me, that is a miracle not unlike water into wine at this rate. All right, like that is impressive. I don't even know how to narrate 75 fucking points of goddamn damage. That is how many wounds to a size 4 creature? Somebody divide 75 by 4, please. I'm pretty certain that's almost 20 wounds. That's just
that would be 19 wounds, Marshall.
19 wounds. Do you know how many wounds it takes to kill somebody? 5. All right.
You killed 3 rats and 3/4.
You killed 3 1/4 rats in his head. All right. I don't even know.
Awesome.
Marshall, I think the only way to
Fuck your birthday. All right.
Marshall, I think the only way to explain that is one of those moments where like it's like somebody goes under a bridge and their head's gone. Like it's just like it's there and then it's not.
And then it's just not, right?
It's on the ground.
All right. Matthias, you are lucky that I am allowing any rat to be there at all for you to pick up at this rate. Okay, like. All right, that was on sevens.
That would be my light-handed off weapon, right?
6.
I got
5.
me a 6. I got me a
6. Well, then fucking do something.
Whoa.
I'm gonna beat the rat again.
Do you have any more unnatural dice left?
Yes.
All right, let her rip. Fucking D4s, man. Fucking D4s. All right, so your highest roll is currently a 1. You can explode that. You're shooting for TN5. If you do not explode on this one die, you do not hit. Swing and a miss. So while Sarah is like, I don't know, doing her nails and checking her makeup while she's laying waste to the battlefield in ways that the world has not seen since the ancient days of the Spartans, you are having a hard time hitting a rat with a rat. And, like, you're trying to play a game of whack-a-mole. So, like, you come down on this rat, boom, right? And the rat is like, squeak! And you're looking at this rat, and the rat's like... And so you're like, tarnation, boom, squeak! All right. And you don't know if the rat is actually doing that, because you've never really met a zombie machine rat before, or if you're just, you know, seeing some shit. But all you know is that when you go to swing to hit him the 3rd time, and he jumps out of the way, it's like, squeak! And his tail pops up behind him. Right? He's flipping you off. You're having a real hard, rough time of it. 6s. 5s. 4s. 5s. All right, what's your action, Sarah P? Sam?
Well, I'll use part of it to move up into the room. Here. Move on up. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh.
Pretty looking, isn't it? All movement in through the books will cost you 2 squares, not 1.
All right.
If the tile you are attempting to move on is even so much as touched by a book.
Right. Which I don't think this tile is, correct?
The one I can't tell because your damn 7's in the way, Matthias.
Get your damn 7s out of the way.
You are fine in that square. You are fine in that square.
All right. Well, can I then hold action from here?
You may hold your card. No, because you have to
What?
spend the card to actually move.
All right, gotcha.
Oh, she could reserve the action to shoot at the next thing she can.
That's what I would like to do.
You would
I'd
like to ready your action. All right. Holding the card is not the same thing as ready an action, though. Ready actions have a trigger and a result, and then it's out of your hands, right? And then you've got holding the card, which is not ready the action. It's just fucking up the initiative order because fuck me.
You can put your action in whenever. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I would like to reserve my shot, partly because I would like to observe Matthias at this point, just to see what he's doing. First of all, so if I could hold my action in case some other varmints come.
All right, you may totally ready an action to shoot the next varmint you see. All right, that was on 6s.
That was on 5s.
5s, 4s, 3s.
Damn it, I got a 3 too.
All right, what would you like to do?
Whatever, I'll shoot the fucking rat.
All right. You were going to have to establish line of sight to that rat, by the way. This machine is in the way.
Oh, right.
This is one of those machines, just like you saw in the beginning, that was holding a potion. There are actually 4 of them.
All right. Oh, look, I got a 4 too. Well, whatever. How about this, Marshall?
Yep.
I'll just mosey around the room and kill anything that moves. How's that?
Remember that your pace is a limitation on the round's movement, not an action's movement.
All right. I'm establishing line of sight to this rat using... I believe I can get here.
Yep. I will allow it.
Actually, could I get to here so I don't endanger Matthias
Sure,
so much?
it's your birthday.
It's my birthday. All right. I will roll 1d20.
And then 14
that's not
d6.
Sorry, I got getting a little excited about this.
All right, so Sam is like, can you beat your high score 75 damage?
14d6 or 15?
Birthday blue chips for Sarah, however many of his gets her. That's 10. So that is, what is it, 250 for a blue chip?
Yeah, that's 4 blue chips.
That's 4 blue chips after her
Thank you,
crits.
Mr. Johnabo.
Happy birthday.
That's 2 more crits and 4 blue chips after that.
Jesus God.
I want you to know whatever combat you had planned is irrelevant.
14d6.
Roll it. 58. Not as impressively a one shot. But when you've dropped enough overkill to kill Los Diablos themselves, all right, it really doesn't matter if you're a little less impressive when you're fighting a fucking rat.
I grabbed the rat.
So Sam comes moseying up. And she points her pistol at the rat like, "Brah!" And again, boom! Bits and pieces of rat skull just explode all over the floor, and they come flying through the air up in the middle of all this lightning going on here, and the lightning strikes these rat bits and skulls, like leaps to them hungrily, like zap, zap! And there's just bits and little, like there's a little splatter, but it's all like charred and smoke, and ashes come sailing through the other side. Right, so as you blow the rat up, its skull just comes flying through the air, and there's all that debris and guts and gore and bits of bone. But those bits and bone and guts and gore do not ever touch the ground. They are transformed to ashes as they sail through the lightning and the glowing hellfire symbol on the ground. By the way, Sam, now that you are close enough to actually see that infernal symbol, I'm going to ask you to spend one of your automatic crits on a SCART check. You are muted.
Auto crits on a SCART check.
All right. Because laying eyes on such infernal symbolatry is a terrible, terrible thing to behold when you are not riding the battle high of destroying rats with effectively the GM's dick. This is what's going on here, all right? When you are raining birthday wrath upon the evil varmints before you, you can't give a fuck about Satan.
Well, some of us in the party don't give a fuck about Satan in the best.
I ain't got time for Cthulhu, bitch.
He's got time for you.
Cthulhu can suck my dick.
Wouldn't it be awkward if he started to do it?
So much for this encounter, boys and girls. All right. So, what the fuck initiative count are we on right now?
That was
3s.
Yeah, that was 3.
I have no idea what they want quoted.
I think it was Cthulhu can suck my dick. I think. Who could you do? That just made my fucking week.
Oh, God damn. All right. So, Matthias, you were sitting there wearing nice, hefty steampunk power armor with a dead rat, a headless rodent of unusual size gripped in either fist. All right. All right. Fuck, man. I hate you people right now. I was like, what do you guys think of this awesome encounter I planned? And the nerd herd community collectively looked at me and said, butt stuff. That is what just happened today. Let me tell you what. What the fuck kind of man? This is initiative count 5, 4, 3, deuces. Does anybody have a 1?
Well, we're done. We got no cards there.
Anybody got a 1? Anybody?
Marshall?
No 1s?
Marshall, we got no cards.
All right, so it is time to roll quickness again. I'm gonna draw my 2 cards and cry because SARAHPEATHATSME is gonna crit this roll.
This is, however, her last crit.
Before she gets how many blue chips?
I got 4 blue chips lined up.
So you're just gonna crit and pull 5 fucking action cards.
All right. Quit.
Again.
So I've got no crits left. Hear that, guys? I got no crits left.
Thank fucking darnation!
And roll all 4 blue chips, or just take 5 cards after.
Just take 5 cards. I'm not gonna charge you blue because a crit is 5 raises, so there's no point in spending the blue chips. So I'm not gonna be that mean and just waste.
Well, that's mighty
money
nice
like
of you,
that.
Marshall.
I don't want to waste the nerds' money, and it is your birthday.
That's true. It is my birthday. All right, hold on. Let me check my cards here. I will.
Crits are $5 and blue chips are $2.50. All right, so everybody got their actions. What the fuck? It doesn't even matter if I get a turn. Not even with those cards, it doesn't. Holy shit! All right, kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s. Oh,